I was never going to be a men's physique.
Didn't have much of an off season.
I like his physique better.
I'm always very energetic. I will have to put me as one of the greatest.
Mr. Olympia was won by the back.
Do you feel like a lot of bodybuilders struggle with high blood pressure? And what do you think is the right way to bring it down? Because it can be very dangerous, from what I understand, you know?
Well, you know, listen, you remember, you know, on the last episode with you, we talked about blood pressure. And I don't like that when you go to your doctor, okay, and you tell them I have blood pressure, and they tell you, okay, here's the pill. Okay, well, before you take the pill, don't you want to, maybe with some, you know, like, you know, even like pro pump inhibitors or diuretic or something. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it's why. Find out why he's having blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, you know, listen, you know, like sometimes I have an argument, me and my wife, you know, and then after we get done, I'm like, honey, where are you going? She said, I don't want to argue anymore. I'm going to my practice. I said, exactly. Keep on practicing. You know, doctors are not perfect. They're practicing. You know, I look in the mirror, you know, those little nerves in your eyes, you know, those little nerves, you know, do you know how long these nerves in your body, in each one of us, they go twice around the globe, each nerve in each one of us. So how much the doctor's going to know? Listen, doctors wants to help you. Doctor loves to help you. But what I'm trying to tell you is, don't just, you know, rely on the doctor. You got to rely on yourself. Hey, okay, well, my blood pressure, get a journey. Write the journey. Why your blood pressure is up. You know, start thinking about it. Like, why? What am I eating that is causing it?
Well, because I think George, I think the weight plays a big part of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if it's muscle weight, you're still overweight.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm heading. So now if you gain a lot of weight and it's water weight, remember what we talked about? Stay in shape. So the same way you go down, the same way you should go up. Don't call yourself a bodybuilder if you don't have abs. If you're 50, 60 pound overweight and then you're going to diet and lose that 60 pounds, what's good's going to do you? Stay within 5, 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do it like old school, man. And that's why, like, you know, a lot of people, listen, I love old school, but old school, they didn't use what these guys are using. So that's why they were lucky, you know. But doing it old school and eat everything, just, you know, get out of shape, that's not healthy, man, because that's when your blood pressure go. That's when your kidney go. Because as we all know, that's a big correlation between the blood pressure being high and damaging your kidney filtration. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want from people, man. Listen, take it easy. Take your time. There's life after bodybuilding, please. There's life after bodybuilding. Gain a little bit at a time. And we all know, listen, when your pancreas start releasing sugar, you know, like, so if you eat a lot of amount, like let's say you have 3 cups of rice, and then you have a piece of fruit, and then you want to have a piece of dessert, and not necessarily just the protein is dangerous, because eating that much carbs, you need to remember, fructose, glucose, sugar, everything have to go at the end by your liver. You know what I'm saying? All going to be passed by your liver at the end. You see what I'm saying? So now while your pancreas releasing the insulin and it get tired as the liver, then the liver get in check. So now what do? Your uric acid go up because your nitric oxide is low. And that's when you start having problem with your blood pressure and all that, you know, diseases. All. So you got to be careful. That's why I truly, truly believe if there's one supplement bodybuilders should always use is nitric oxide. It's freaking amazing. And it bothers me that a lot of people still not using it. Dude, the guy, his name, I think Dr. Farid or whatever, he's Moroccan, I believe, or something. No, actually, he's Serbian, right? He got an Emmy, he got like, what they call them, those awards, like a big award, you know what I'm saying? Like a Nobel. He got a Nobel Prize for the nitric oxide. And people are still not using it. Dude, it's an amazing drug. I use it because I had kidney problem, you know, from being shot in it, and then cancer catch up there. I use nitric oxide, and my blood pressure has been always 120 over 80. It's perfect.
Well, you know, one last thing I want to ask you is, you know, if you're, let's say, a bodybuilder, right, and you go to the regular doctor, do you think a lot of them have problems? Because the doctor looks at your blood work, right, and he sees certain things in it, and he asks you questions, obviously, what do you take? And a bodybuilder maybe doesn't want to admit that he's taking certain steroids. You see what I'm saying? That they have maybe tough time, opening up to a doctor, honestly.
But that's wrong. That's wrong because I'm going to tell you what, okay? Even me right now, as a doctor, I'm finishing that, you actually have to pass an ethical class, okay? So all doctors, they are sworn to not take your information and share it with anybody. And that's why a lot of the guys, they're mistaken. Dude, that's just not going to take your business and put it out there. That's very unethical. They can get in trouble.
Well, not that. I'm talking about like the doctor's gonna be like, listen, you have to stop. Like you should not be doing these things. And he's gonna, and that, they don't want to like be told.
Oh, well,
that.
the thing is, you need to tell them though. You need to tell them, be honest with your doctor. Tell them, doctor, I understand you're gonna tell me to stop or whatever, but I want to continue. I'm a competitor. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to listen if he tells you stop, or, if he give you a reason. Like if you go there and he tells you, listen, your kidney is messed up, okay? We're not talking your liver now. Because if your liver, it's 2, 3, or 4, or 5 times higher than the normal, you stop 4 or 5 months, 6 months, it will, liver rejuvenate and it goes back to normal, by eating right, stopping steroids. Kidney, be careful, you guys. You mess your kidney up, you injure your kidney, you're screwed. You're screwed. You have to be always careful. Kidney is it's not going to repair itself. So now if you're injured and you continue, even after your doctor is telling you to be careful, now you're looking for trouble, Doctor's not going to stop you, but it's always important to be open with your doctor, have an open relationship. And if you don't find a doctor that way, guess what? Go to another doctor. You need to have that chemistry and relationship so you can feel good, because he could warn you when he see like bad signs.
Absolutely. I agree with you. George, wow, that was a great interview, man. You got a lot of knowledge, man.
Listen, man, honestly, the bottom line, I really, I keep saying it, and I don't want to stop saying it. There's life after bodybuilding, man. And those young men coming to the industry, it's unbelievable. And I'm not talking Milos, I'm talking every coach pushing everything. Bro, I just have a guy who calls himself a doctor, very known in the Arab countries and stuff. He came to me to fix his kidney, right? Because his kidney is so messed up. I'm like, bro, I thought you were a doctor. He's not. He's a pharmacist or whatever. But, so I fixed his kidney. But then come to find out, one of his clients, who's 18 years old, who's having kidney problem because he have him on 1,000 milligram a trend or whatever. For what, bro? Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, oh my God. I'm like, what the hell's going on with these people? Dude, you don't see in the, especially like in the poor country, like India and Pakistan, those guys are giving them everything. I mean, I don't understand. Like, dude, how can you go to sleep? It's so sad. It's so sad.